Hello, everybody. Welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project planning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. I'm doing a truck talk. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I thought I would do one today. I have a few minutes before I have to pick up my son. So I thought while I'm just kind of like sitting around waiting to go and get him, I would do a little truck talk and kind of give you guys some information on where I'm at with my mindset and buying and like all that kind of stuff. So, I think the first and foremost thing I want to mention is I have the urge to buy again. And part of it is because there's like the sales. So, for example, Mother's Day is coming up, and part of me is like, oh my gosh, the sales. So, I have a few things on my low buy list that I'm allowing myself to buy. One of which was the Metropolis palette, which I bought that was not on sale, which is so stupid. What happened was I wasn't planning on buying it. I know the Sephora sale came up and it's on the Sephora Canada website, and I didn't want to miss out on it. So I keep watching it just to make sure that there's still stock and everything, and maybe it'll go like discounted. It didn't even sell out for the Sephora sale, so I don't think people are really paying much attention to the Metropolis palette anymore because it's kind of old and now it's discontinued. So, I didn't buy it for the sale because I didn't have the allotted funds for it. Like, I'm on a very specific budget right now because I'm trying to pay off like my vehicle, etc., etc. You know, life, like adulting at its finest. And of course, that stuff comes first. So, I was talking to my husband the other night, and I was just mentioning like, he had some things he was buying, and like we take turns when there's things that we want so that it's not we're both buying a bunch of things at once. We want to make sure that we're, both getting a few things here and there that we really want, and it just fits into the budget and all that stuff. So, it was his kind of like turn. It's been his turn for a little while because like I had a huge turn last year. So I'm not even complaining. And he has a lot of interests that there's tons of things to serve that interest, and I want to support that with him. So if he's like so excited to get those things, I want to support that. Um, and there's this one thing that I wanted, which was the Metropolis palette on the 20% off sale. So the 20% off sale passed, and we were just talking randomly one night, and he said, you know what, if you really want it, go ahead and order it or whatever. And I was like, I'm like, really? Like, I was excited, but I was also like, just after the sale, I could have got it like, what was it, 30 or 40 or whatever dollars off of that price. That's a big deal. And so now I'm like, do I want to pay regular price for that palette? That was a very expensive palette. And is it worth it for 28 little eyeshadow pans? Like, when you divide that by, like, yes, it makes every single pan very inexpensive for Natasha Denona shadows. But in my mind, it's like, that is a lot of money. I don't like to pay that amount of money for palettes. Also, I have a few palettes on my to buy list this year. So the Metropolis palette was one of them. I had the Pat McGrath Utopian Dreams palette I want to get, which of course is another expensive one. I have the Chapter 1 palette from Alexis Stone and Sensorium. And I have the Huda palette that comes out in like November for the Sephora sale in fall. There's a few more, and then there's like, I give myself a couple of gimmies, so there's maybe like 10 palettes. Also, Two Moods is on that list, but of course I can't afford to get that right now. I wanted the Cleona one that just came out, but I can't. I can't just be like, ooh, a new palette, I want it. Ooh, a new palette, I want it. I just don't want to go down that road because that's what I did last year, kind of like, and the year before. And I mean, I laugh now, but I'm like, I was stupid. Like, I'm laughing, but I'm like, that is stupid. To buy that much eyeshadow, I will never use it. I still have a plethora of eyeshadow palettes that I haven't even opened and touched yet. So that's sad. So I did get the Metropolis palette. Obviously, you guys know, if you saw my haul, I did buy the Metropolis palette. And so I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm like, I've come to terms with the fact that I've spent the money. And now I need to just like chill out. So not long ago, I had sold some makeup and I had a little tiny budget allocated aside. for when a sale came, because I wanted, like I said, I wanted to get the Utopian Dreams palette from Pat McGrath. And did they not just have a Mother's Day sale? So what did I do? I ordered it. I haven't got it yet. I just ordered it like 2 days ago or whatever. So that is on its way. And I'm very excited about that. I only wanted the 3 from her. I don't need any more. I don't want Bridgerton. I don't want anything like that. I have all those beautiful special shades I have from Cleona and Shine by SD, which is, Shine by SD is amazing, and so is Cleona Cosmetics. I also have some from Terra Moons and all that stuff. So, like, do I need a Pat McGrath one from Bridgerton that has 6 little tiny eyeshadows that are like almost $100 Canadian for that palette when you factor in taxes and stuff? It just didn't seem worth it to me. So I was like, no, I don't need that. And they have the same pink shadows in there. No. So no problem. I talked myself out of that. I'm not missing anything. It's fine. But I'm getting the urge to buy lipsticks and concealers and all that stuff. So I'm trying to rein myself in again. And because I've acknowledged the want and stuff, I feel a little bit better about the fact that I've acknowledged that that's not okay. That's not what this year is about. This year is about my low buy. And even though those palettes are expensive, I'm not spending nearly as much as I did in the previous 2 years. I literally could have put a huge chunk down on my mortgage if I didn't buy any of that makeup last year. And that like makes me sick, honestly. It was too much. I'm not going to be hard on myself because it's already done and I'm really excited about my stuff, and I do a lot of money aside every single year for makeup and stuff like that. So I'm not even going to be like, oh, like backpedal or like making excuses, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the damage is done. I'm moving on. I'm very proud of the makeup that I have. But when you factor in the future, that's what I'm going to focus on. What do I want to buy? What don't I want to buy? Try to make sure that I understand that this is a low buy year and not, not just frivolous spending. So I have quite a few really nice new lipsticks, trying to match that one Nikki's Nude lipstick, which is my absolute favorite. Of course, like, it's limited edition. You can no longer get that shade. But MAC has so many shades that are very, very similar. And I've actually found a few. The only thing is, oh my gosh, MAC lipsticks are Canadian, I think $24, depending on the style, like the finish, or if they're limited edition. Sometimes they're more expensive. The Pat McGrath ones I just got were $39 each. Holy F. Like, oh my gosh. And there was another one that I wanted, which was Laura Mercier, and that one was $44. I did not buy that one. I was deciding between either the Pat McGrath one or that one, and I thought, okay, I'll go with the cheaper one and I'll try that one out. But again, then the Pat McGrath one is limited edition as well, and the Laura Mercier one is not. So I'm like, instead of buying that now, I'll get the Bridgerton one while it's limited edition, and then I'll wait to get anything else. If I really, 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 really want it, I'll wait until the fall sale and see if I still have that desire for it, because I can't just go on frivolously spending. So my low buy is still I'm doing well still, considering, but the want for buying things was still there. So I think what I'm going to do is focus on my project panning. I've pre-made a palette for this month, which is May. Hopefully I think I've created a video for that. I should have that up soon. If I don't have a video for that, well, I don't know what to do because it's already done. But I thought I did a video where I selected all of the shades. I just don't know if I've edited it yet. I think I still have the footage, so I will try to edit it. And if I don't post it, because it might take me way too long, and then by the time half of May is over, there's no point. Unless you guys want to see it, let me know down below. But I made a pre-made palette with as many green single eyeshadows as possible. And I have a few green eyeshadows, like palettes and stuff, in my pan that, what is it? 50 Shades of Green. There's so many projects that I keep trying to, like, I get all of them mixed up and everything. I keep trying to think of the one that I'm talking about, and I mix it up. But 50 Shades of Green. And so I have eyeshadows in there that are green. I have the pre-made palette that's green. And then I have some eyeliners and things. So I'm really excited about the whole green factor. And I want to hit pan on one of the green eyeshadows in my Pan That palette for the year. So I have a lot of goals. And I think if I just focus on my goals and not on what is coming out that's new, I won't have that like desire or intrigue. So yeah, I'm going to try and stay like off of those sites that post a lot of really cute new things because really they're cute at the time. But if I really like, what I did the other day was I went through my collection and I saw okay, first of all, I saw the Patrick Ta Rose palette and the Gemini 2 from Melt. And of course I want the Gemini 2 from Melt. It is freaking beautiful. I love Melt eyeshadows. I want the Gemini 2, like Gemini 1, Gemini 2, Gemini as well. I don't have the Gemini palette. But when I saw that they came out with a 1 and a 2, I was like, oh my gosh. And then I'm like, no, 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 no. I already have is it Vintage Rose, I think, and Vivid Rose. So the Vintage Rose has all those rosy shades with greens in it already. Why do I need a second palette? I haven't even barely used that first one. You know what I mean? So I'm going through my palettes and seeing like, what do I already have? Do I need it? Okay. And then trying to decide not to buy it. So that's my whole main thing, is really talking myself out of those purchases, because guaranteed I have something so similar in my collection. So I've decluttered, of course, the last little while, a few eyeshadow palettes, and like I sold those already, so that's great. Those are like a while ago. I haven't taken them out of my inventory, so I need to do that. And I actually got rid of one that was in one of my current projects, so I need to update that as well. It was one of my Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes. It was the Constellation palette, and that one was a prompt for, oh gosh, what was it now? Something to do with I think it was, this is Fantasy, and it was something to do with Celestial, I think. And so I chose the Constellation palette. So I got rid of that because literally I'm not using it. I used the Chill palette a few times and I don't enjoy it at all, especially the mattes. The shimmers are really nice, but the mattes are so dry and dusty that they just kind of flake off as I'm blending, and it makes like sheer areas, and it's not nice at all. It doesn't make me enjoy doing my makeup. So I thought, okay, I'll keep the Chill one because it's the greens, and I'll get rid of the other ones because I don't need them. I'm not using them, and it's no need to keep eyeshadow palettes that I'm not going to use or enjoy. So those are now gone. Yeah, so anyway, the low buy is going okay, but the urge is back. So I need to like, refresh myself into, maybe I should work out more. Maybe I should focus on my filming more, or my editing more, or maybe I should go, like, now that it's going to be warmer, I can take my family out someplace instead of constantly just thinking about like what I'm going to buy next. So just so you guys are aware, like, I'm doing really well on my low buy. I know I've had a few hauls here and there, but it is substantially less than what I've spent in previous years. And I don't plan on going crazy again. I think what I'm going to do is really rein it in for the next few months and try and wait until the end of this year. And that's like, when the sales are on and stuff, like the Sephora one, that's when I will decide if I really truly need those things that I've been thinking about. And if they're not available, then it wasn't meant to be. I do have the not option, but there's a potential that I might be going away for work soon. And I'm a little bit freaked out about it, to be completely honest. But at the same time, I'm kind of excited at the possibility. But it would only be for like a few days to a half a week, kind of, well, like 5 days, I should say, like a work week. So there's that might keep me a little bit busy mentally. I'll be spending more time with my kid. And I definitely want to cook some really good meals and make some like more salads and things like that. So I think stuff like that gets me really excited. Eating a really good meal, chopping up vegetables and fruits for my son for his snacks and things. That all makes me, I don't know why I enjoy that, but I really enjoy the cooking or like the prep stuff. Like I really enjoy that. So that might be something to keep me a little more like mind busy. And so like I think I've only talked about my low buy so far, and like the urge, but the urge is real. Like it's really there, and I hope that I can maintain the low buy that I'm on, because the things that I'm buying are really inexpensive. Like sorry, my finger keeps going in frame, but I'm buying like drugstore lipsticks, drugstore face masks, that kind of thing. So it's not like $12 a mask, it's like $1.80 a mask kind of thing. So that kind of stuff, like I'm really, if I need something and it's an urge, I'll spend like $1 or $2, every now and then or whatever. But if I keep doing that, that adds up, and then I could have really put like all that add up into something. So all this stuff is in my mind. I'm like, shut my mind off. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling here, so I don't really have much more for update. My projects are going really well. I've sort of planned everything. Like every single month I replan so that I can try to meet or exceed my goal for the month for my Pan Your Way to 5K. And this month I'm a little bit nervous, but I was also very nervous last month. I thought I was only going to reach 200, and I got over $450 of MTs. So I'm really hoping that this month, if I can keep the momentum, I hope I can reach that. If not, I'll have extra high goal next month. But I'm trying not to put too much pressure, because there's still like more than half a year left. But I'm really interested in completing some makeup items. Like my main one is the Hourglass Ambient Light palette, and then the next one is what's the other one? Oh yeah, my face palette for the year, with the Tarte one, even though like I totally love it. But anyhow, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I will chit chat with you guys later. There's other parents coming, so I'm going to let you guys go, and I will chit chat with you very soon. Have a wonderful day. I hope you're taking care of yourselves, and I'll see you later. Bye everyone.